Hey guys, what is going on? Today, I wanted to come with you, kind of do a throwback to what we used to talk about, some of like the hair system mindset stuff. Now, I wanted to talk today about how do you decide? How do you actually move forward and make a decision in a scary time in your life, which could have potentially life-altering circumstances, or even with a hair system, which is semi-permanent, but it feels like there's a dramatic change going on inside of your life, and it can be scary. So first, let's talk about why it is scary to potentially get a hair system, what you might be feeling, what I felt when I was getting a hair system, the journey that I went through, and ultimately pull out the nuggets for you that you can use inside of your own life to determine if it's the right thing for you and how to go about executing on it. But real quick, guys, this video is sponsored by LaVivid Hair. Make sure you check out my link down below if you want to get a discount on any hair system, as many hair systems as you want. Go check out the link. Now back to the video. So for me personally, it was really scary approaching my hair loss. I waited about 7 years, guys, most of my 20s. Most of the time when I was probably supposed to be looking my best, I spent losing my hair and not feeling confident, not feeling like I was my best self during all of those years, spending time away from people and actually isolating myself because I was getting social anxiety. All because I didn't like the way that I looked. You cannot find a picture of me from the past like 7 to 8 years. I moved to Florida and I stopped taking pictures of myself. I stopped having my picture being taken because I just felt like I didn't want to look at myself. Every single time I got tagged in an image, like on Facebook or Instagram or something, I was just like, ugh, don't like that. Don't like what I see. And I'm imagining for a lot of you out there, it's probably something similar. You once liked the way that you looked, or you feel like you're looking like somebody else that isn't you, that is probably honestly less attractive in your perspective. And that's all really traumatic, to feel like we're starting to look different. So now that we got that out of the way, we can kind of agree on the fact that we are collaboratively in this space where we see things changing that we don't like that they're changing inside of our life. So ideally, we do want to do something about it. Like if I was sitting across from you right now and I said, hey, listen, I think that there's something that could potentially change this for you. Does it bother you enough that you want to go about changing it? If I ask you that question right now and your instant answer is yes, cool. We are in agreement right here that this is something that we should resolve together. And there's different pathways forward, right? A hair system is only one of them. Now, for me personally, I approached hair loss a couple times before getting a hair system. About a year before, I was trying drugs. I was trying Rogaine. I was trying finasteride, Propecia, as it's known. And for me, I never liked the idea of being on medication. I never liked the idea of being on especially Propecia or finasteride, because of there is the potential sexual side effects, sexual dysfunction, erectile dysfunction. And to me, I'll be very frank, it kind of scared me. I've never been someone that takes drugs. If I get a surgery, I've always been off painkillers instantly, or I don't even take them. Just about every single time that I can opt out of taking medication, I do. So for me, that's a way of being, and you might resonate with that. You may not. You may feel that you want to try finasteride and Rogaine, and that's okay. Go and try it. Now, of course, there's the option of shaving your head. Shaving your head can be great. I mean, it instantly solves the problem by eliminating the problem, which is just, hey, I don't know how to fix my hair loss, so I'm just going to get rid of all of it. And that can be a great solution if you like the way you look when you have a shaved head. I think it's awesome. It's probably the most low maintenance out of all of the solutions. So it definitely has its place in the arsenal of choices to make. You know, might not be right for you. It wasn't for me. I tried it. Go back and watch my videos from the very beginning of this channel. I actually got a hair system and then I shaved my head after because of some of the problems that I was having with it. Then I went back to it. There's also getting a hair transplant. Now, this can be a great option. It's generally kind of expensive up front. You know, you're looking at multiple thousands of dollars. If you go to Turkey, if you go international from the US, it could be cheaper in that $6,000 to $8,000 range. If you get it done inside of the US, way more expensive for sure. I think we're talking about like 20,000, maybe 30,000. If anybody's got a hair transplant, down in the comments below, please leave, you know, your thoughts on how much it cost you and what you think of that investment. Now, there's also some other solutions out there, but let's move into a hair system, right? Hair system, semi-permanent. It's something you can try out. If you don't like it, not a big deal. Now, when it comes to making a decision, I think that this is a really cool option because it's pretty low risk. If you watch Dave DiMuzio, which his channel for hair loss is Hair Loss Hope, he often talks about how he never, ever persuades anyone to get a hair transplant. He actually tries to persuade them out of it because it's the right solution for some people, but it's also a significant financial investment and it's also a surgery, guys. It's a permanent procedure. It's something that once you have it, you have to take care of it. And heck, you might even have to get another hair transplant depending on how your hair loss progresses. Now, moving forward into a hair system, right? I think the thing that scares a lot of people, I think the thing that stops a lot of people, and it stopped me for quite a while, was the thought of, hey, what if this doesn't work? What if I try it and all of this other stuff happens? And to be honest with you, I didn't say all of my thoughts right there because it's really easy for us to just make up excuses. And I had my own. You know, I had excuse A, excuse B, excuse C. Some of them sound like, and you might resonate with these, like, hey, if I try it and it doesn't work out, I shave my head, now I'm not gonna have my hair. Hey, you know, it's gonna cost a lot of money to try this out. If I don't like it, it's a waste of money. Hey, I'm gonna try it out, but you know, I am also scared to try it out because if I do and I don't like it, or, you know, it might be too much maintenance for me and I don't know if I can handle that. You know, there's so many excuses to make, and I'm labeling them as excuses because these are all problems that can be solved. These are all situations that don't have a dramatic impact in your life in the long run. They have maybe a very short-term impact. If you shave your head for a hair system up top, yeah, you might have to shave your head after until everything grows back in. Or, you know, you wait until it's grown back in before you take off the hair system. You know, so there is significant mental dis-ease around this decision. And on top of it, right, it's a very public one. It's one that people potentially might see you go through. They might see you wear a hair system for a little bit and then maybe see you not wear it after, or just even at first, like, hey, people are gonna see me in a hair system. I'm afraid of this because of what it might mean, the social stigma, how people are gonna treat me. Those are all very real things to deal with and contend with. But here's the thing, here's the problem, and here's the mindset shift that we have to make. We have to stop thinking about what the problem is and figure it out. What is the solution that we want? What is the outcome that we want? You have to cast your vision into the future, past the problem, look at it and say, how do I get there? What are the ways that I can try to solve this? When it comes to hair loss, you know, you do have a couple different options, and I recommend that you do the right one for you. How do you find out what the right one is for you? Well, feel into it, you know, sit down with yourself and ask yourself, do I want to take, you know, these drugs? Does that bother me? Am I willing to try it? If yes, cool, give that a shot. Hey, do I want to try a hair system? If you feel yes in your heart, like when I say that, it's instantly like, gosh, yes, I want to try that, but you're just scared. That's a great sign that this is a growth opportunity for you. And with any of those courses, like if a transplant is the same way for you, if you're like, gosh, I want to get a hair transplant and I'm just scared, you know, that could be a great opportunity for you to move forward. With a hair transplant, I would say though, try out Rogaine and finasteride first. Make sure that they work, number one, that you're willing to take them, number two, because chances are like a very high ratio of people continue on those drugs after a hair transplant procedure. So that's kind of a prerequisite there. But when you feel in life, when it comes to your hair loss or anything else, that you really, really want to go do something, and you feel the fear of failure specifically, that's actually a great indication that this is something that you need to embark on, because that fear of failure is keeping you in your current environment. It's keeping you at your current level of life. And I have never, ever experienced a upward trajectory, something that made my life better, without that fear first. It's something that I have had to develop a relationship with, and I think that most people do that are, however you want to quantify success. I think most people have to interact with those fear of failure, fear of what society thinks, those fears. I think they're so important for our growth, and they can often be a signal on the mountaintop for us to verge forward. Unless there's actual physical danger or relational danger, or you're going to completely potentially wreck your life, most of the time these are really most of the time, these choices that we want to make, these things that we want to try, it's just FUD. It's fear, uncertainty, and doubt. It's no more than that. And with a hair system, it's so low risk, guys. I mean, maybe a couple $100 for you, which could be a significant investment. Potentially a couple $100, maybe shaving down your head. And that's scary to think about, but the potential upside for you is huge. And that's the thing that I hope that you think about, the thing that I hope gets you through. Stop thinking about the problem, start thinking about the outcome beyond the problem. It can completely change everything for you. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you to LaVivid for sponsoring this video, and we'll see you soon.